Hey y'all, it's your girl K Divine. I usually wouldn't do a video like this. Like I'm supposed to be resting right now. Um, Many of you may be being guided to rest, and it's so hard for some of us. I mean, I can honestly say like it's really difficult for me to rest because so much of our programming in this society is based on productivity. And it's like if you're not being productive, then you're labeled as like being lazy and just like not useful. And it's so difficult for me because like I really want to be outside. Like it's still light outside. Like it's going to be the sun's going down soon, but like I wanted to go back out today and I did go out earlier, but I knew I was supposed to come back and I was supposed to, just chill out. And I visited the Charles H. Wright um, Museum in Detroit, Michigan, and that's the African American Museum. And I've been there several times in the past, but something told me like it's time to do another visit. Um, because like their As We Rise, I think that's what it's called. That exhibit, their main exhibit, um, goes through African history, um, and then through slavery and then reconstruction and to the early 1900s to the mid 1900s to current times. And part of the exhibit, they they do the part of the exhibit is like the slave ship. And that's one of the hardest parts. Every single time I have gone, I went when I was a teenager, and I've gone at least twice twice before as an adult, not including today. And every single time I go through that exhibit, it is so difficult for me to get through it because I can literally like feel my ancestors in a way. Like I can feel the pain of the trauma that our people went through. And it was hard for me. Like I was like my heart was beating, like, and I was by myself. Like there were some people who started the exhibit at the same time as me, but I don't know if they were just taking their time getting through it or whatever. But I kind of was going through the exhibit because I've been through there before, so I didn't necessarily need to read everything. um but I was I was nervous because I was didn't want to like go through it by myself. But I was like, you gotta go. I was like, you gotta go, gotta go through this. Um, and I guess I just really want to let y'all know, like, some of you, as the generational curse breaker, like, when I say generational curse breaker, some of us really are like avenging our ancestors. Whatever was stolen from them, whatever opportunities they did not get because of them being enslaved or being murdered or whatever the case may be, like whatever happened to us in our previous lineage, like, you know some of us are here to rectify that. And this isn't just specific to black people. I want to make that clear. And it's specific to me because of the story, like because of my African roots and all of that. But for those of you who don't have African roots, like whatever was stolen from you or whatever opportunities were missed out because your family was in poverty or whatever the case may be, like you are the person who is breaking those chains. This is why you are so divinely protected right now. Well, I mean, you've always been divinely protected, but this is why you, like, no matter what. Because I don't know if anybody else, like, please let me know in the comments, like, strange things are happening. Like, I'm going to try to, like, purchase certain things and stuff isn't going through all of a sudden, or my orders are being canceled. And I'm like, what's going on? And I just trust it. When something like that happens, I tried to purchase something earlier today online, and as soon as I clicked like purchase, I got an email back immediately that was like, this has been canceled due to some technical issues. And I was like, I'm just gonna trust it. I'm just gonna trust it. So, like, as the generational curse breaker, like, you got to understand what we're experiencing right now. It's not gonna be easy. Like, I think a lot of us are feeling the pain of our ancestors. We're feeling the, like, we're healing that. And in order for us to heal for our lineage, we have to go through some really hard trials. And I want you to understand, like, I know it feels like punishment, because I can remember, like, just a few months ago, I was like, God, this does not feel like an honor. This feels like punishment. I feel like you're punishing me for being a good person. I feel like you're punishing me for standing my ground. And it's like, it's not punishment, but we have to go through some sort of pain, because it's like history repeats itself. Because while I was going through the exhibits, I just kept thinking to myself, like, oh, how far we have come, but so many things are still the same. I had read one of the part of the exhibit where it was talking about like, after the enslaved people were freed, and how a lot of the southern whites began to start their secret societies. And that's pretty much what a lot of us are going through. Because I know, like, when it comes down to the secret society shit, like, it's not just, I know that it's not just black people that are being targeted. Like, secret societies and people do weird stuff all the time to all different types of people. But for me, being targeted by these weird secret societies and all this other shit, it's like, it's the same sediment. And I think the reason why we're going through such, like, weird times right now is because when I say we're going through a shift, like, history often repeats itself, and that's what it's trying to do right now. But we have to go forward, and we are the change makers. We are the ones that are going to break the chains. And it's gonna be hard, because, and with change comes resistance. With change comes resistance. A lot of these people are stuck in their ways. A lot of these people are comfortable with how things are. Some of these people are so used to having authority in certain areas that they don't want to give up that power, because they don't want to see certain people be equal. They want to keep some of us in certain positions. And that's why, that's why some of y'all been going through financial issues, and people trying to, coming for you to be homeless and things of that nature. Like, whoever you really are, like, these people, trust me, these people did they research on you. They know exactly who you are and who you're supposed to be. And they have done everything that they could do in the power that they think they have, to try to make sure that you don't become what you're supposed to become. And it's sad, because it's like, instead of being like, maybe we should embrace this and move forward, a lot of this is the reason why a lot of these people do these things. Like, it's out of fear. Like, when you look through history, when people are going to dominate other people and other countries and things of that nature, they do it not because they do it because they're so much better. A lot of it is because of fear. Like, and these people really are afraid of you. Like, deep down inside, these people are really afraid of you. Like, some of these people you probably haven't seen in a while, and they don't want to run into you, because they literally are terrified of you, especially because a lot of them know exactly what it is that they were trying to do to you. And because you survived through it, ooh, they don't want to have to look at you, because I know that y'all out there glowing. Y'all out there looking good. Y'all are looking good over there. I don't care, even if you feel raggedy right now, even if you feel like you're not, in your best, like, your best self. Like, for me, like, I have, like, my nails aren't done, my hair isn't done, and I don't feel like my best self. But what I do see the changes in myself. I do see like versus me a year ago. I don't even recognize myself. I was looking in the mirror and I was like, dang, I really did lose a lot of weight. Dang, I really have changed a lot. Man, my mindset is really different than what it used to be because, you know, you if you caught me 2, 3 years ago, I was not thinking the way that I think now. You know, I was gonna crash out over these people and their thoughts and their feelings about me. And I fought a lot. I always was like, I don't understand. Like, I'm a good person. I want people to see me that way. And it's just like people know that you're a good person and that's why they hate you. They know that you're intelligent, they know that you're kind, and they know that you're a natural leader. They know that you are going to make positive changes in this world, but they don't want to see those positive changes because them and their lineage won't benefit from your positive changes because they're not going to have the same level of power that they're used to having and they're not willing to give that up. But unfortunately for most of these people, they spent so much time trying to ensure that you didn't have the opportunities that you're supposed to have, that now the tables are turning and they're losing everything. And a lot of these people, you know, they have families and they have people that they take care of and that they love. I don't really think that these people truly love these people, but that's what they say. But people that they love, that they're supposed to be, you know, responsible for, and they did not think about those people when they were doing what they was doing to you. They were not thinking about how their actions would affect their children and or their spouses or their siblings or their parents. Like they didn't think about that. These a lot of these people, like their reputation is gone now. Like some people, some of y'all situations, people are about to go to jail. People are losing their jobs. Like people are losing everything. Some of the people who wanted you in poverty, a lot of them are going to be out on the streets. They're going to be homeless. They're not going to be able to get a job because people are going to know who they are and what they did, and they're never going to be able to recover from this. The way that they were trying to shun you from society, everyone that was in their corner, they're turning their backs on them now because they're like, this person's fucking crazy. This person is nuts. Like we got to get away from this person. Like, and I mean, and a lot of these people, especially the ones that were like jumping on the bandwagon behind the scenes, like the ones that didn't necessarily get their hands dirty, but those people are like, they're trying to distance themselves, like physically and socially, because it's like they don't want to be associated with the nonsense. But there's a lot of people who joined in on the harassment of you. There's a lot of people who believe the lies that people told about you. And it's simply because again, those people are just toxic. I've said that in previous videos. These are just toxic people and they want to believe those things about you. They want to believe that you're a terrible person. They want to believe that you're the criminal. But it's like these people, the real criminals doing all this weird you got to be a very strange person to be a part of a secret society. You got to be very very weird to do that. I'm sorry. Like y'all having meetings and that shit is weird. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit is weird. It's one thing having like a private group or whatever, but for it to be like a secret like, you know, you got like codes and stuff and like it's not something that you talk about in public for real. Like that's just, it's the unspoken rules, you know, all of that. Like that's just so weird to me. That shows how dark and mentally ill these people are and how demonic, because people who walk in the light don't feel the need to be a part of no weirdo secret society that targets people and, you know, tries to ruin their lives and ruin their reputation. um this reminds me of Todrick Hall, his song Wanted from his Forbidden album. The lyrics are plaster my picture so the world will not forget my face. I guess that being infamous is not the same as fame. Assign me words, you know my reputation can't escape. You point your finger long enough, you'll find someone to blame. And those people wanted you to be the blame for the things that they do. They were trying to pin all types of crimes onto you. And by the grace of God, by you going into hermit mode, by you focusing on you and trying to better yourself, and by you cutting off people and staying home and, you know, just bettering yourself in general, has completely changed the trajectory of what is about to happen to these people. And when I say these people are losing everything, because I can feel it. I don't know if y'all can feel it. I don't know if y'all can feel it. If you're a targeted individual, I want you to know, and this message is timeless. So if you're, whenever you see this, like if you're going through a situation, I want you to know that these people are losing everything. They're losing everything. I'm seeing divorce papers. I'm seeing like custody paperwork, like some people getting their kids snatched from them. Unfortunately, there are going to be some kids in foster care and being raised by other people in their family because these people decided to be so demonic and just disgusting with their behavior. Like, because like I said, like people who do stuff like that, like that's not normal. Like, that's not sane. These people are not, like, these people, I just don't understand sometimes. Like, you you to have so much hate in your heart, to have so much disdain for people, and it doesn't matter if it has anything to do with race or just because of who you are as a person. Like, none of that really matters at this point. It's just the fact that they felt so compelled to target you, and you are nothing but a beautiful person, a beautiful light in this world. A lot of people don't want to have to deal with the way that they truly feel, and they want to project it onto you so that they can justify their reasons. And I'm gonna always say that, like, that's the only explanation. They need to project it onto you because they don't take accountability. They can't. And a lot of these people, they still won't take accountability, even with the proof in front of it. They still gonna be like, no, I'm not, it's not my fault. They still trying to find somehow to pin this on you, and you not nowhere around. You not nowhere near them. They still trying to figure out some sort of way to pin this on you. People are losing everything. People are getting exposed right now. And it's crazy because it's like you're also being surveilled. So, like, I don't know, some of you are probably being very heavily protected, not just like spiritually by, by your spirit team, but like there are people around you who are looking out for you. And, right now, I would say, like, we definitely have to rest. I'm gonna show y'all because my tarot deck, but I've been trying to shuffle cards for a good chunk of today, and this has been my, like, just so you know, like, this has been for the whole time that I've been like investigating the stuff that's happened to me. Every single time it was time for me to rest, like, spirit always lets me know with the Four of Swords. Even with my other deck that I used the other day in my other video, like, always shows me the Four of Swords, like, you need to rest, you need to chill. And that's so, it is still difficult for me because I'm so antsy and I'm so restless right now because I'm like, there, I feel like, I just feel like there's stuff I should be doing, and it's like, no, I'm just sitting here chilling with my cat. Like, she's just laying on my legs, and I'm just watching a movie. Like, I usually don't do stuff like this. Like, usually I feel like I gotta be up and moving around and doing stuff. Like, I do have stuff that I could be doing in here right now, but I'm not. Like, I'm not. So it's like, it's hard. It's hard to rest, but it's imperative. Um, it's imperative that you take this time to rest. Even if you do feel restless, you know, maybe you do need to turn the TV off, maybe put on some meditation music or something just to calm yourself down, drink some tea, or, what your favorite drink, some coffee or whatever. Like, just try to relax. Put on some comfy clothes. You see, I got my bonnet on. I usually would not record no video with my bonnet on. Like, that's usually not me. because that's just not something I typically do. But right now I just want to be transparent and like the rest. Like you really do need to rest. And a lot of these people, like I said, these people are losing everything, y'all. Like the tables have turned, and you're the generational curse breaker, okay? You're the generational curse breaker. Nobody else in your family would have been strong enough to do this. I need you to understand that. Nobody else in your family was strong enough to do this. Nobody. Even though they made fun of you, even though they ridiculed you, even though they tried to make you seem like you were weak. And I say, like, people take your kindness for weakness, and people think that your empathy makes you weak. Your empathy is your greatest strength. But you're also savage. Like, I can honestly say, like, this is the most soft I've ever been in my life, but also the most ruthless I've ever been in my life. Cause I give no fucks these days. It's like I see what I see. I see what I see. I peep game, and I'm make my moves properly. Like, all right, I'm gonna sit over here, do my thing. I ain't gonna cause no trouble. And that's the thing. People feel like you're causing trouble because of the moves that you making, and it's like you're not. They're just uncomfortable because they're so used to being able to justify their actions that you're disrupting everything. You're the disruptor. And it's a blessing and a curse because it's not, it's very uncomfortable because it's like I'm just being myself and I'm just trying to be smart about it because it's like I got something to lose here. Like, some of us are parents, and honestly, you don't even have, like, even if you're not a parent, it's just the fact that like your future is on the line. When you know that you're destined to do great things, when you know that you got it in you to do more, your reputation is on the line. The way that you handle situations is going to really be the test of how far you can go. Because if you can't control your emotions, if you can't, find balance within yourself, you're not going to be able to be as successful as you want to be. You're going to end up self-sabotaging in the end. And that's why that emotional intelligence and keeping grounded as much as you can, and solitude, man. I know it's hard being lonely sometimes, but being alone can sometimes be your one of your greatest strengths because when you don't have other people in your ear hyping you up and trying to, convince you of other things, because that's really one of the things I struggled with a lot, was allowing other people's opinions dictate how I felt, or people telling me like, "Oh, your feelings are wrong." And it's just like, no, my feelings are not wrong. I feel how I feel because that's how I feel. And people are always going to try to infiltrate how you operate, and don't let nobody, like, if you absolutely need advice on something, get it from somebody that you trust. Don't just get it from people who ain't doing nothing that you got going on. Like, it's not worth it. But I just wanted to come on here real quick and just say, like, the shift is happening. Like, you guys are the generational curse breakers, and we're going to change the world, okay? We are changing the world. The world is going to be different because of the things that we are going to do. And I say we because this is a group effort. Whatever you're doing individually, us collectively, like all of us, we're all going to make a difference. Because if we're making a difference in our families, then that's going to trickle down to the future, our lineage, our kids, our children's children. Like, a lot of us are going to be creating generational wealth where our kids are going to be set, our grandkids are going to be set. Like, we gonna have our grandkids and they gonna be sitting around and they gonna be like, "Grandma, Grandpa, tell us the story of how you made your money." And you be like, "All right, well, grab your popcorn because this one's a doozy." It's gonna be just like that for most of us. Like, we're really changing things. It for some people, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. I don't know what stage of this process you're in. It's not easy. It really is a birth thing though when you think about it. Like when you're transforming into the person that you're supposed to be, it's a birthing process. Like you don't start off as, you don't go from being one person and then immediately to the next. It takes time. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of crying, a lot of purging. I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. But y'all got it. And I love you. If no one told you today, I love you. I don't care who you are on the other side of this screen. You are loved and you are very, very important. And I want you to just try to take some time for yourself and rest and know that everything is going to be okay. And as much as I'm saying that to you, I'm saying that to myself because I've been having anxiety all day and I cannot figure out why. And I'm like, God, what is going on? Like, please tell me what's happening. And sometimes we're not supposed to know everything because if we did, we wouldn't work as hard for what it is that we're moving towards. And some of this wasn't meant to be easy. It's never going to be easy. Like life is always going to life. Okay? Like I'm not saying that it's going to get easy forever from here, but things will start to be better soon for all of us. And it's going to be okay. So, with that, I love you guys. I hope to make another message or so tomorrow, but have a great evening or morning whenever you're watching this. And I'll talk to you guys soon. It's your girl K Divine. Bye.